A task's duration, work, and assignment units are inextricably connected. The mathematical relationship is simple, and it's the key to getting your resource assignments right every time. First, a few definitions. Duration is the length of a task from its start to its finish. If a task starts on Monday morning and ends on Friday afternoon, the duration is 5 workdays. Work represents the person hours it takes to complete the task. For example, a task has a duration of 5 days, but you're going to spend only 10 hours on the task. The work is 10 hours. Assignment units, usually referred to as units, are the percentage of the assigned resources available time dedicated to the task. Full-time is 100%. Half-time is 50%. You can show units as a decimal, too. In that case, full-time is 1.0 and half-time is 0.5. Basic algebra is all it takes to understand the relationship between duration, work, and units. Duration equals work divided by units. Suppose you estimate work at 40 hours, and you specify that the resource works on the task 50% of the time. Doing the math gives you a duration of 80 hours, which is the same as 10 full workdays. Switching the formula around, work equals duration times units. If you estimate duration to be 5 days, and the resource works 40% on the task, the work is 2 full workdays, or 16 hours. Similarly, project calculates units if you give it the duration and the work. Say you set the work at 40 hours and the duration at 4 weeks, which is 160 work hours. The percentage of time the resource works on the task is 25%, shown here as 0.25. Project has built-in rules about which values it calculates. Unless you give Project specific instructions, the program tries to calculate duration first, then work, and finally, as a last resort, units. For example, if you fill in Project work and units, it will calculate duration. If you fill in only work, Project calculates duration by filling in the units cell with 100%, or the resource's maximum units. If you fill in the duration and units, Project calculates work. If you fill in only duration, Project calculates work by filling in the units cell with 100%, or the resource's maximum units. And if you give it both duration and work, it will calculate units. Additional factors come into play when you change resource assignments, which are covered when we talk about modifying resource assignments. The values you enter for duration, work, or units determines how Project calculates resource assignments. By understanding how these fields work together, you can assign resources and get the results you want.